My name is Patrick Bailey, and today I'm going to do a persuasive speech. Mark Twain once said that heaven goes by favor, not by merit. Otherwise, you would stay out and your dog would go in. It is no secret that Americans love their dogs and spend an outlandish amount of money keeping them healthy and happy. Why is it then that we allow these creatures that hold such merit in our heart be without a home? It is not only life-changing, but also a smart choice to adopt a dog rather than to purchase one from a breeder, due to it being cost-effective, knowing the temperament of your dog, and saving lives. The ideal goal of the modern animal shelter is to provide a safe, loving, and caring environment until the animal is reclaimed by its owner, placed in a new home, or placed with another organization for adoption. Many shelters do temperament tests to the animals before they are put up for adoption to determine if the animal is adoptable, and, if so, what the appropriate environment may be. However, in the U.S., many government-run animal shelters operate in conditions that are not ideal. Many government shelters have also run out of adequate space and financial resources. Currently, according to the ASPCA, 64% of all incoming animals left at a government-run shelter are euthanized. Owners who choose to drop off a pet at one of these shelters are only giving the dog a 36% chance of survival, according to the American Humane Society. Shelters are unable to raise additional funds to provide for the increased number of incoming animals and have no choice but to euthanize them, sometimes within days. The statistics are less grim at the no-kill shelters. First reason why you should adopt a dog from an animal shelter is to save a life. Approximately 4 million dogs are in shelters across the nation that need homes. 2 million of those, more than likely, will be euthanized during our lifetime. Also, dogs from breeders continue to have puppies, which also turns into an overall increase of the dog population in America. At the shelter, the dogs usually are fixed, which also is a decrease in the population. So if you were to adopt one of these puppies, it's not likely that they will reproduce. And just for an overwhelming sense of reward, knowing that you saved the dog's life instead of increasing a breeder's profit. Another reason that you should adopt a dog from a shelter is cost efficient. Shelter dogs come with shots and sometimes fixed, while breeders normally don't. The average cost of adopting a dog from a shelter is anywhere from $30 to $100. A breeder usually costs anywhere from $200 to $1,000 of a puppy, depending on the breed of the puppy, and they normally don't have shots. Also, according to the American Humane Society, 25% of all dogs in animal shelters are purebred, so if there's a good chance of finding a purebred in one of the animal shelters near you if that is the kind of dog that you are looking for. There's also such thing called puppy mills, and they're breeding centers that do not care for the animal's well-being. Rather, they're focused on a profit. When this occurs, inbreeding of the dogs can cause serious health issues, resulting in a premature death. Even if the breeder is credible, sometimes certain breeds are more likely to contract the disease, such as the golden retrievers get hip dysplasia, and Bernese mountain dogs are apt for cancer. Mixed breed dogs from shelters tend to be more resilient to diseases that are prone to these certain breeds. Also, due to shelter conditions, their immune systems tend to be much stronger. One last reason why I think adopting a dog from a shelter is the better way to go is that you get to know their temperament. With a breeder, you're unsure of the temperament with that puppy. Shelters must evaluate temperament for at least a week. Some go through training programs such as potty training, sit, stay, shake, roll over, etc. Due to these week-long evaluation periods, you know that the dog is safe for your family, whereas if you were to adopt a dog from a breeder, you're not quite sure if they're going to be aggressive or if they're apt to biting, and that causes a danger aspect as well if you adopt from breeders. We can choose to save a dog's life and do the honorable thing by adopting from a shelter, or we can ignore all those sweet little innocent faces just begging to be adopted into a good, loving home. Breeders are fine. I have nothing against breeders at all. I just value saving another creature's life when these dogs are just as good, if not better, in my opinion, than getting a dog from a breeder. I myself just adopted a dog from a kill shelter, and that's why I feel so strong about this topic. This is Finn. We got Finn about 8 weeks ago from the Knox County Animal Shelter. He is a half lab, half Boston Terrier mix, and he has taken to us like crazy. He's probably one of the best dogs that I've ever owned. And this is actually the first dog that I've gotten from an animal shelter. So if you're thinking about getting a new dog, I highly encourage you to be like me and lots of others out there and go adopt a dog like this guy from a kill shelter.